Our number one.
You know, Greek music is really steeped in tradition, but it's also incredibly energetic. But even more so, it's passionate. And can you talk a little bit about the passion for you as a player, and even some of the things that have inspired you as a player to dig deeper and research the music you play, as well as what's inspired you to play?
Well, personally, because I sing a little bit as well. When we play Greek music, we want to play it as close as possible to its original form. I guess I could say I have studied a lot of singers by watching them, the way they sing, the feeling, the passion they have, and what I see in them is what I feel as well. It's like someone brings it out, and that it makes your soul shake, and you feel that passion. So I want to, when I sing, I'd like to bring that passion, that energy out to the people, and through that connect with them as close as possible. And we play as a two-piece, and we also play as a full band. Forgive me. And a lot of times I go on the floor singing to the people, and that to me it builds up such a connection that people enjoy it. And I can say at that moment, I could say that I'm enjoying, I'm having more fun than they are, because I see the smile, the dancing, the energy, which is a marriage between the people and the band. And I think that is fantastic, a wonderful experience. And I can see, even when we play different festivals, I can see the people who are non-Greeks, they show such of participation and involvement, even though they're not dancing, but they're in that moment themselves as well, which is a great experience.
I think one of the things, we mentioned passion in Greek music. Greek music is especially passionate. We notice here, for example, in a traditional setting, that people seem to be especially moved by songs that were current when they left Greece. They have this somehow as a memory, and the nostalgia becomes a factor around nostalgia. And one of the Greek music has a great ability to travel, to allow us to travel in space and in time. We have these experiences where when something is just right, when all these factors come together in just the right way, somehow, wherever we are or whenever it is, we somehow get transported as a group, as a communicating single entity, performers and participants, to another time and another place. And when you look at the emotional content of many of the Greek songs, some of them are very direct, some of them are metaphorical. When you look at the emotional content, there's a lot of hardship, there's a lot of loss, there's a lot of suffering, there's displaced populations, there is hardship practically of every description, both on the micro level, the love relationships, for example, that were never able to come to fruition, or whole groups of people that were displaced by political forces beyond their control. And the only way these passionate ideas can be expressed is in song, and this is a way of transmitting the memory and the culture, and it's a way that the young people learn about the sufferings of their parents. And these songs ultimately become very, very emotional, very connected, and once you go farther into the song and look at it not just on an intellectual basis but on an emotional level, try to really understand exactly what the forces were that allowed this song to be composed, it becomes very moving. And we have had experiences that I would say are beyond musical experiences. They start to become almost ineffable experiences, emotional experiences that we almost don't want to touch it, we don't want to analyze it, we just want to remember it, savor it, put it off to the side, and realize that for a few moments we were participating in something that was much bigger, connected to some place very important, maybe forgotten by some, but never forgotten by this, if we can speak of the collective spirit, by this ethnic, this force that continues to allow us to be ethnically Greek, regardless of the fact that we call this nation our home. We still have forces within us that draw us back to some of these very, very basic, deep down, heavily felt emotions that are almost too difficult to express sometimes. The song allows us, through the poetry of others, to express ourselves, and when we have this connection, it's almost cathartic in a way. We can somehow identify with many, many people and support each other, and that's where Greek music becomes powerful.
Also, there's in almost every situation, wherever we play, we encounter certain people come up to us at the end of the evening, at the end of the show, and they would say, you know, you played a particular song that brings such memories to them, and there could be many different songs to many different people, and they say, that song made me cry because it brought so many memories to them of their parents, of their grandparents. Many years ago, a particular song that stood very close, dear to their parents, and they remember that. And when you play it, it's like you're bringing it alive to them. You're bringing that the relationship between their parents and themselves alive again. So we, by singing all the songs that we do, the experience becomes even more positive when you are approached by different people, and they just tell you how wonderful it was that we were able to play that particular song, which connected them to their parents. The experience for us is a continuous positive experience, and we just hope to keep doing this at least till we're 90 or something.